In order to get this one, we need 3, 1, 4. We need 8, 8 versus 6. Well, I guess we are farming skill points. I know the path I must take. I would like to earn my book of goodies from Ishin before I fully fight him. Or deal with the ramifications of everything. Dropping. Acquiring skills. What am I... Okay, this guy... Oh, they caught him early on this one. He didn't trigger properly. Cool. Makes that much faster for us. Love to see that. We can just... Yeah, this route is nice and quick. Gives us a lot of send, too. This is the farming section. Sorry, pals. Acquire the skill points that we need. It will take a minute, but I'm just playing games. The time will pass anyways. Might as well embrace it. I could also go to the upper one and try and fight that other boss a couple of times. Which I think I will do after we hit level 2. Or 2 skill points in the docket, in the bank. Easy peasy on these guys. Love it. Yeah, he's chasing this time. Perfect. This guy will fight. What's he worth? Nothing? Okay, fine. Get our 4 skill points from this guy. He's still on patrol. Okay, well, whoops. Perfect. Bring him down. 7k? How many are we earning per run? We could get pretty quick. Maybe we'll go to 3. Maybe even 4. It really depends on how our math works out. Why waste the points that we have? Thank you, Makiri counter upgrades. Love them. We really do earn a lot of XP with this route. Pop the smoke. Get him in. Okay, yeah. It takes a couple of runs. But we are earning multiple thousands in the XP. I'm enjoying it. Just play the games. I was watching a fellow streamer. Whoops. Messed that up a little bit. I was watching a fellow streamer play WoW Classic yesterday. I was like, maybe I could play more WoW. I'm really deciding against it purely for economic reasons, and also, like, Blizzard is not a company I want to give money to right now. Paying attention to where you're spending your money is important. And I would rather put $15 towards anything else. It looked like fun, but I gotta live my life, not just the life of a fictional character. I can't be Jazz Boral, the wise. Okay, well, what am I doing here? Yeah, you can't really. I can't afford to spend much more time living in fantasy anymore. I have other things on the docket. Even when I was a college kid. There are worse addictions, though. Not to say that playing an MMO is an addiction, but there are some people that I would say it reaches that point. You can get addicted to anything. Anything can be habit forming. If you're not aware enough or actively combating it. It's important to keep that in mind. Are you in control of your actions? Is there anything in particular that your actions incline you to do? Something to think about, you know? Was there another... You know what? Let's go to this one. I think this this merchant had some items I wish to purchase. What are my skill points at to? 3 now? Mid-air prosthetic tool, projected force, living force. Living force is pretty cool. Sculptor retired the shinobi prosthetic after developing this technique. He'd gone too far, killed too many. The flames of hatred had begun to manifest. I can understand retiring it after developing a technique where you create flame from nothing. Pretty bad for morale. The internal morale. And your morals. Check out the firecrackers. We already purchased them, but you know. Want to double check. love to traverse the beginning areas again. What do you have for sale, sir?
Greetings, go on.
Scrap iron? You know, we'll go bulging. How much oil do you have? You don't have any oil. I'm actually kind of surprised about that.
Until next time, good sir. I'm counting on you. Someone big.
Sorry, pal. Your quest line will not be resolved this time. Unfortunately, we have too many decisions to make. 1,500? Let's go back to the abandoned dungeon. See what we need for that. Although the mottled green gourd could be a good get too. Lots of G's in that. 5K. Sheesh. I gotta have a reason to buy that. I do not have that reason currently. Go to the Sunken Valley. Senpo? The bottomless hole. I think we want to go... to the Sunken Valley, go to the watering hole, and then go buy a gourd. Oh, we can also go fight the monkey a second time. That'll be good for us. Okay. Jumping straight into the pit. Maybe not the best technique forward. There we go. There's our catch. Kill the sword monkeys. Get rid of them. The menaces that they are. 1,800? Okay, well. We'll just pop 3 of these. There we go. Let's go back to the dilapidated temple, too. If we get Living Flame, we can, I think, talk to Orangutan about that? Perhaps? We could also fit in more upgrades next time we get a bit more cash. We certainly have the resources. We've been acquiring a lot of stuff. Okay. How much for our next skill point? 6,900? I think now is the perfect time to go fight our pal in the castle at the Grave Serpent entrance. Sorry, the Great Serpent Shrine. I'm just spewing nonsense as per usual. I'm so thirsty. I don't care if that guy's chasing me. He's not worth the time. This guy, however, is along the way. 149 for the samurai boss? Okay, pal. Not what I would have expected. Then again, when you stick to a rigorous code. What can be expected to be learned? The dogs? Yes, there they are. The multiple hit dogs. Even these dogs are worth more than that man. How useless. Alright, can we eavesdrop on this guy too? I think so.
Mercenary. I never would have believed a man of your ability could be slain. It appears as though a demon lurks within Ashina.
It's true.
Quite well. I will take my revenge for Masanari.
I don't know why I decided to let him buff, but no centering point for you. No. Easy peasy. We are, in fact, the demon. Dragon's Blood Droplet. Oh, okay. Perfect. First try Thursday? First try for Thursday? Okay, well. We're back to the grind again, then. Am I going to spend 4 hours grinding? I guess. Maybe 4. You know, this game is good. Why rush it? Why rush it to such an extent? Enjoy the ride that we have. And all that. Get our easy skill points from these dorks. Okay. Unnecessary. Okay. Easy backstab. We take our death blows where we get them. Posture recovery is important. Almost 10k for the next skill point. How much XP per run do we get if I'm not accidentally killing the guy too early? It's quite a bit. Back to the dojo. Whoops. Stay in the dojo. Stay acquiring knowledge. Knowledge. Remember that guy? What a dork. Truly one of the dorkiest men. Travel to the antechamber instead. Thank you. Yeah, I figured the time passes anyways. Let's get some skill points. Complete the routes that we need. Keep killing. Furrow that brow. Lean into Shura. Sekiro, become Shura. For every 10 of these guys, which is like, I'll say 2. We have 4. I keep going to the dojo. Your mom goes to the dojo. Is that the... Man, Napoleon Dynamite really is like a time capsule of a movie, too. Right at the beginning of the age of the internet. I'm thinking of Napoleon's brother meeting LaFonda. Moving out, finding greener pastures for himself. I mean, if you take... Oh man, I really bonged this one. Alright. How do we recover it then? We bring it back this way. Okay, not this way then. We'll just progress along the path. Surely that'll work. Nope. We'll just keep resting then. I keep going to the dojo. Man. Yeah, Napoleon Dynamite. One, it rose John Heater to Heater to stardom. Although he then was in Blades of Glory, which is just... That movie's not very good. There's a reason the raunchy comedy kind of just fell off. It didn't make any money because they kept throwing schlock at it. And now we have a different kind of schlock. A different kind of schlock that's not even really made by people. Or at least written by people. Language learning models, baby. We have garbage. My ass is not going out and watching the newest Marvel movies, or like any really big studio, unless I know who wrote it, who directed it. I will not be bamboozled by bots. I will not have a bot try and teach me what emotion is. I don't have anything against AI. At least, like, actual AI, not language learning models. Because, like, they just... Monkeys and typewriters. You have to go through a lot of garbage to even get anything remotely resembling art. Art, also called the humanities. Sorry, I'm so boxing again about this, but I think it's important. We should not be offloading all of our artistic merits to AI. That's one of my issues with AI photography stuff too. Not photography, like oh damn it. It's my problem with AI photos. People needed to actually like put effort in, get into the right spot, edit that photo. And then instead we're having robots do it. We're having robots compose everything. We're not even having the people that make the pictures go to places. It's just done from the comfort of a bedroom or an office. That's bad. Go look at some Ansel Adams. I think Ansel Adams? That's probably not how to pronounce that. Ansel Adams. You know the guy. Ansel Adams. Landscape photographer. My parents used to hang up some of his art in their bedroom. I don't know if they still do. I think they have other stuff that is there instead. But I would see that, and I would think, wow, aren't those gorgeous? Those mountains really exist. They aren't just... I could go there. I could be there. I could be at that location. I could go through the trek to get there. Instead, it gets offloaded to like our mental energies. We don't even think about the places that you have to go to get that stuff. It makes me think of Nope. And how the old school photographer guy just decides to get eaten. It's how I feel being subsumed by AI arts. Or like whatever the hell. It's not true AI, it never is. But getting rid of the beauty of creation, offloading that to a robot or a script, because that's what it is. You're pushing a script into a different being. A being made of ones and zeros, sand, metals, silicates. Like, I don't know. It's a different being that doesn't, like, we are the creators of robots. What is our responsibility in that? We owe it to this creature of electricity. I mean, let's be real, we're all sort of creatures of electricity. The neural impulses in our brain. I was in Black Flag's chat earlier today, and I said the phrase, the body and the mind is intertwined. And somebody responded with something along the same lines. I said, ah, fellow philosopher, I see. They responded with, I studied theology for 10 years. Like, yeah, of course. Of course that person is going to understand where I'm coming from with this. We are our bodies. We're in a day and age where it's easy to forget that. Easy to forget to take care of ourselves. To be at ease. in the meat suit that we pilot. Or at least as at ease as we can. Which is why, I'll just say trans rights. I'm on a website owned by a man that obviously doesn't believe that. But he at least has the emotes for it. Not that that means too much. It's fine though. Really, Twitch is my easy place to record and have people actually like show up for the recordings. And then it goes on YouTube. It becomes a part of the online archive of my video gaming on the channel that it goes up on. I don't know. I'm thinking I might start another channel too for van life stuff. Because that seems a lot more appealing to me than staying in one place. I have wanderlust. I get a little homesick at times. But that's mostly in like having a place where I know where I am and I know all of my options. Even if I know the mentalities of many of the individuals back there to be troublesome, worrisome. That's how it goes, though. Such is life. Need one more for living force. Do we have any more passives after this? I mean, yes, but I mean like passive abilities after living force. Shinobi martial art. Yeah, okay. Back to the antechamber. But yeah, trans rights. I'm all about inclusivity, allowing people to live the life that they desire simply because they desire it, at least as long as it doesn't hurt themselves and others. I'm of the do no harm sort of mentality, at least if possible. One of my pals has professed to being a pacifist in pretty much every occasion that he has been predisposed to, but I don't know. I've thought about what it takes to be truly truly be a pacifist, but I don't think I'm there. I think I'm of the opinion that in order to ensure the best life for many, many different people, you need to be able to fight. Unfortunately, this is a world where might often equals right. I do not believe it. I do not believe that. Might does not equal right. But sometimes you have to show people that you have to meet people with force. I do not believe that you should meet most people with force. Even. More flame vent. Continuous fire damage. Perfect. Maintain a continuous stream of flames due to the smoldering resonance inside of the tomb bed mechanism. I mean, we're getting money. We might as well invest it into ourselves. You literally do that in Yakuza. Playing Yakuza has also reminded me of that might equals right mindset. I need to. I really need to see about practicing a martial art a bit more. I watched I watched Love Hurts, and that movie is bad. It had Marshawn Lynch in it. That's the only person that I could actually name in that movie off the top of my head. However, the primary actor, the lead actor, was um, in The Goonies and Indiana Jones. And I'm glad that he's back in acting, even if Hollywood has I'll just say severely mistreated him. Partially because of the rampant racism. I've talked about it before, but there's a certain xenophobia for Asian individuals and Eastern mindsets and philosophies, especially here in the West. Like specifically here in America, I don't believe I don't believe that we should be judging the way that we do, especially with the negativity that we do. I mean, come on. It's ridiculous. We are all humans trying to achieve our goals at the end of the day. I will judge individuals based off of what their goals are. It depends entirely on the goals that they have and why. The why is the important part there. How many more runs? 10k? Okay. Sure, I'll stab this guy. Completely exposed, pal. You're not doing anything for anybody. But yes, Yakuza has reminded me that oftentimes you need to remind people that their behavior is not okay in a way that all animals understand, because we are animals. Humans are just a different kind of beast. One that has created our own laws rather than understanding the law of the jungle. There's so many movies about this. I'm certainly not the first person to comment on this in the way that I am. There are smarter minds, more capable minds even. We've acquired projected flame. Shinobi martial arts. Living force, that's the one.
You need? I've abandoned them, yet I couldn't have. I'd never have believed that. I'm sure it is fate. Can use it.
Okay, nothing new. We'll just upgrade a little bit more. Long spark. We should probably get Mountain Echo too.
Another time. I'll let.
Do we farm for more XP? You know what? This will just be the farming. We'll continue with the farming episode. I'll edit this so it's just the farm at this point. I remember a fellow YouTuber, or fellow former YouTuber. I don't know what he's doing nowadays. Mr. Seamus O'Doherty. SSOHPKC. I remember trying to get people into him, and that was definitely the hardest part, was his whole acronym name, which is like, there's nothing wrong with it. I respect it. I understand. But I remember watching his Dark Souls playthrough years and years ago now. His first Dark Souls playthrough. As weird as it is, he is kind of like an older brother to me. In the way that he helped me form myself. Extremely parasocial mode. Extremely parasocial mode. I'll say that right now. But when you don't really have positive role models in the fashion that you need, you find them. He was at least a positive role model for me. I won't say man, my ass really could have used a sensei of some kind. Somebody to actually like whip me into shape, because I was such a malleable and adaptable individual. Oh man. I missed out on my easy get, but we keep up the pressure and it comes back. But yeah, Seamus essentially was an older brother to me. Like I said, very parasocial, but there are certainly worse options. If I easily could have been put into the manosphere if I was not as aware. That and like actually interacting with people, I realized, why the fuck would I need to just meet people where they're at. And if where they're at is not something that works for me, well, that's what happens. I will simply move on. That's probably why I really, really like let that man be. Why I really, really like, what was I saying? I like video games. I like to farm. I love the Soul series. Pretty much everything that FromSoft has done. I watched Seamus's playthrough of Dark Souls, and I was like, Demon Souls is a thing, and I watched somebody else's. I watched like 3 different Demon Souls playthroughs. And the guy that I watched, I think he has like 100k subscribers on YouTube. Hang on. Demon's Souls, and being like, wow, this guy did a great job. And then I watched a bunch of his other stuff, and I was like, oh, well, I've consumed all of it. I didn't subscribe to him because I was like unsure. I didn't realize the implications of such a thing. How important subscribing really was. I did everything else. I would comment, I would like, or at least I would often. I was kind of pre-Markiplier. I followed NL first. who is like, you know, favorite streamer's favorite streamer and all that. Guy's been around forever, so was one of the vanguard, but also wasn't super shitty. He wore who he was on his sleeve, which I think a lot of people respected. And he hasn't had any issues, I think partially because of his wife keeping him in check. Even if they're definitely products of their time and place. The early 2000s, which brings us back to Napoleon again. Mr. Dynamite himself. You know what? That'll be the... no, hang on. We'll get a second skill point. And then... we will go fight the monkey for a second try. Or the second monkey fight, I should say. There's a lot more on the go in that one, if I remember correctly. Also, upgrading the whistle is good for that. Which we've done. We're farming money, we're farming skills. We've kind of... I kind of left that to this point. I could certainly acquire more fair beads too to make things easier, but how much HP do we have? Yeah, we might do that. I may double check that, because I think we do have a couple of missing components for where we're at, and I would like to be at full board. Or at least close to it. You know what, this guy and... this guy and the Ministry Shinobi at the top should be enough XP. We'll hit skill point or skill rank 2. Will give us just enough money, perhaps. We'll get one more upgrade out of our gear. It'll be good. We'll be at a perfect point to fight the boss and bang our heads against it numerous times. As one does. Okay, we need like 60 more? Okay. Sure. You're gonna get gassed. Kill you for the money. 1 for the money, 2 for the show. 3 to get ready and 4 to go. Perfect. Break everything. Okay, is 2 skill points enough for anything? Not really. Could go cross. I think I'm gonna go with Sculptor's Karma. Spirit emblems are manifestations of regret. Those regretful of their vile actions are haunted by many spirit emblems. Blood spattered across the prosthetic turns to a permanent rust, proof of the user's burden. The prosthetic's many cuts and scars are proof of the countless deaths it's caused. Maybe we'll just save for better medicine. For now. Let's also go to the dojo so that we can talk to Ishin and to get our skill book. Our skill upgrade, even. Bye, pal. I got other stuff to do. More coin purses? I'm storing stuff with the birds. Haven't you heard? Hello, pals.
By the way, Sekiro.
Have you mastered any secret techniques?
Yes. Yes. It seems you have. Sekiro. You really have a knack for killing. Wonderful. Here's your reward. Take it.
The Mushin esoteric text. A unique text of the legendary Ashinim Mushin compound style. Young Ishin would stop at nothing in his lust for power, and the single-minded search for strength ended in him taking Ashina for his own. This is the result of combining techniques from the styles he encountered. This strive to find Ishin's achievements, and as such, this text will never be finished.
Certainly. Don't forget, Sekiro. Hesitate. That is the...
Hesitate and you lose. Hesitation is defeat. Okay, you know what? I don't want to fight this. Why did I come down here? These dorks. Get me out of here. We'll rest up. And we'll travel back to the temple. What are we going to upgrade? We have just enough money for some upgrades? Which one do we want? Sparking axe. We're missing the grave? Okay. The golden vortex. Great feather mistraven. The send throw. I don't really want to... We'll just go with the sparking axe. We can get the purple fume spark later. Perfect.
Another top.
We'll get our little boosts how we can. Invest our sen as needed. Purchase more spirit emblems too. Feelings of remorse are not limited to the hearts of mankind. Such a sentiment may even manifest itself in a fleeting, illusory form. Okay. To the sunken valley. Wait, no, it's the depths. The poison pool. It's monkey time.